I'm going to read this poem. I never read this poem. One of the things when I read Brian's work, which is all about being in hospitals and illness, I said, oh, this kid gets it. He really gets it. They're really real, man. My partner, she has an autoimmune disease related to lupus. And so she gets these wounds on her body. She's got one on her foot. She's had it for a couple of years. And she has vasculitis, Raynaud syndrome. And she's young. She's 34. Teeth fell out this year. And so, you know, when you deal with something like this, you have to learn how to love fiercely and unrelentingly. And a lot of times when I go around and talk to, I always get that question, you know, what's the most important thing in being a writer? And lately I've thought the most important thing in being a writer is to learn to love better. When we learn to love better, we learn to love everyone better. When we learn to love the people around us, we learn to love strangers better. And what's the hardest thing about writing a poem is to imagine that reader somewhere far away who we don't know because time and space and country, where a poem might help them just to get up that day. And I really believe this completely now. And I think, you know, if I've improved at all as an artist, it's just because I've done that necessary work to hold on to those people I really care about and do what I can as a man. This is for Lisa. And I miss her badly because I'm on the road a lot. So it's called Limping. You are not here. The apartment smells of red beans and rice. On the blue flame I've become shawls of steam. When we lay, we wrap ourselves in shawls. Long before you fell sick. I'm longing before you became sick. Thin-boned and fragile. The foot of your weeping wound. Your swollen hands, as somewhere someone bandages their child bald head, or just the IV cord, or like our friend LaSalle, who crawled into bed at the hospice to hold the last breath of his last love. We come to this to bear, some before the others. This is truth, so come walk with me. Past the trio singing on the sidewalk outside the subway, their Latin psalms. No pills can fully keep from calling, like whole notes, the pregnant women baptizing the street with their slow gait. Come, walk with me, my limping love, through sunlight, apple blossoms, the wind streams, past the old Victorian drug house and the Korean kid in a LeBron shirt, nodding to headphones, past the ER room entrance and the Kentucky Fried Chicken with their long line of rusted cars for Friday takeout. This summer shine, this laughter from a passing car as my limping love leans into my hands. As what we found is never wasted, and what you are looking for will not happen. There is nothing to get better, and hope is the worst disease. But in the sound of a moment, when the light falls slanted through the knotted oaks, we will find one another, the way a musician's fingers find the keys to his accordion and breathe. Blue rivers, pierogi, babushkas, that knotted scarf. I know she will never wear. When she is old, she will not be old. Take my hand, past fire hydrants, and a boy with a pan full of crystals, past starlings swooping like desire. Let us stroll. I touch her midnight cheekbones. I touch her yellow pussed bandages. Please do not turn away. What is dying but blood and peace? What is dying but a smell to make you vomit and feel guilt racked with? I touch her blue, swollen hands. I touch the waiting rooms and the hospital bed. I touch the long waiting in the white waiting room and the weeping of strangers for their dead. I touch her chest, full of riddles and coffee. The mothered, still, expectant world. She, collarbone thin, the small bird her scarred hands once were, the stroke, the thumb you hold. We go by.